Hello, everyone, and welcome to a recap of the Lessons in Truth series, our first 6 chapters. In chapter 1, Emily Cady stressed the importance of being the truth rather than just knowing it. We must seek rather to consciously be the truth, the love, the wisdom, be life, and let results take care of themselves. Are we really looking at who we are, what we're really thinking, and what we're really feeling during the day? Are we really doing the work necessary to change our inner being? Cady writes, "Every soul must take time daily for quiet and meditation. In this lies the secret of power. No one can grow in either spiritual knowledge or power without it. Practice the presence of God just as you would practice music. No one would ever dream of becoming a power in music except by spending some time daily alone with music. Daily meditation alone with God seems some way to focus divine presence within us and to our consciousness." In chapter 2, Cady discussed our statement of being and who or what God is and who or what man is. God is spirit, or the creative energy that is the cause of all visible things. God as spirit is the invisible life and intelligence underlying all physical things. There could be no body, no visible part to anything unless there was first spirit as creative cause. God is not a being or person having life, intelligence, love, and power. God is that invisible, intangible, but very real something we call life. God is perfect love and infinite power. God is the total of these, the total of all good, whether manifested or unexpressed. God is spirit, energy. God is love. God is wisdom and intelligence. God as infinite wisdom lies within every human being, only waiting to be led forth into manifestation. God is power. Not simply God has power, but God is power. All the power there is to do anything is God. God, the source of our existence every moment, is not simply omnipotent, all-powerful. He is omnipotence, all power. He is not only omniscient, all-knowing, he is omniscience, all knowledge. God is not only omnipresence, but more omnipresence, everywhere present. God is not a being having qualities. God is the good itself. God then is the substance, or the real thing standing under the very visible form of life, love, intelligence, or power. Each rock, tree, animal, every visible thing is a manifestation of the one Spirit, God, differing only in degree of manifestation, and each of the numberless modes of manifestation or individualities, however insignificant, contains the whole. Man is the last and highest manifestation of divine energy, the fullest and most complete expression of God. To man, therefore, is given dominion over all other manifestations. In chapter 3, Cady discusses thinking. When we say there is but one mind in the entire universe and that this mind is God, some people ask, if all the mind there is God, then how can I think wrong thoughts or have any but God thoughts? There is in reality only one mind or spirit, which is life, intelligence, and so forth. And yet there is a sense in which we are individual or separate, a sense in which we are free wills, and we have free will, that we're not puppets. Man is made up of spirit, soul, and body. Spirit is the central unchanging I of us, the part that has never changed and will never change. Mortal mind is the region of the intellect where we do conscious thinking and where we have free will. This part of our being is in constant process of changing. We all can learn how to turn the conscious mind toward the universal mind or spirit within us. We can, by practice, learn how to be still and to let the mind that is God think in us and out through us. Each of us, no matter how insignificant he may feel he is in the world, may receive from God unlimited good of whatever kind he desires and radiate it to all about him. In chapters 4 and 5, she discussed denials and affirmations. She writes, one of the methods which they have found will work every time in getting rid of troublesome conditions is to not deny them in total. First, to deny that any such things have or could have power to make us unhappy. Second, to deny that these things in reality exist at all. In other words, to declare something to be not true and to call it totally false. In this chapter, she uses terms like looking at it, seeing it, observing it. In other words, we don't deny that it exists in manifest form. We are just denying its power and that it doesn't exist in true reality. We can't hide our heads in the sand when life's going on around us, but we can deny the power it has over us. Joel Goldsmith once wrote, there is a way whereby we are able to rid ourselves of sin, sickness, poverty, and the results of wars and economic changes. This way is the exchanging of our material sense of existence for the understanding and consciousness of life as spiritual. The necessity for giving up the material sense of existence for the attainment of the spiritual consciousness of life and its activities is the secret of the seers, the prophets, and the saints of all ages. Be assured, inner peace will come as one turns to the spiritual consciousness of life, and an outer calm will follow in one's human affairs. The outer world will conform to the inner awareness of truth. So pay attention to the denials and affirmations that you're using in your everyday moment. What I have come to realize for myself, that before I can do either of them, I have to go into my inner being, connect with the Christ in me, and make my statements from there. That is where the power lies. That is where the truth of me can come forward. So spending time in that space actually does the work for me as I just sit in the truth of my being. And I encourage you to do the same. In chapter 6, Katie discusses the subject of faith. Charles Fillmore once wrote that to have faith is to know that whatever we seek and hold in our minds, whatever we desire in our hearts, is already ours. Joel Goldsmith wrote, faith is a quality of God, not of man, but as a quality of God, it is present in all fullness. He also wrote, faith is the unequivocal understanding that there is an invisible source of power behind all things. An unequivocal understanding. Clear, unmistakable, undeniable, definite understanding that there is an invisible source of power behind all things. So, how do we get to this unequivocal understanding? I shared with you a reading from the Saint Germain series, and he says, the first step is the stilling of all outer activity of both mind and body, 15 to 30 minutes at night and in the morning. Second step is to make certain of being undisturbed, and after becoming very still, picture and feel your body enveloped in a dazzling white light. 5-10 minutes of that, just feeling the white light around you. And the third step is the acknowledgement of that fullness of the presence of God power in and through you. Feeling the brilliancy of the light and the intensity in every cell, and then thanking Source for that light. So this has been a recap of chapters 1 to 6. Tomorrow I will be doing a recap of chapters 7 to 12, and I hope this helps a little on your own journey. So to each and every one of you, many blessings for this day. Have an absolutely gorgeous one. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. God bless.